Welcome back, audience. We are back, and yeah, it was a very interesting um interview with Sadibu Kamaso. Coach, what was your impression of the interview?
Wow, I was very impressed because the guy knows what he's talking about. He talks well, you understand? He's full of ideas. And look at he's business minded.
Yeah,
And as you all know, football now is run as a business because it's no more football cassette. It's like $1 billion industry right now. We are seeing the Mbappes, the Cristianos, how much they are making, how much the clubs, how much the fortune that the clubs are making. So how much the low more you to that level. So you know, as Gambian, we should think that way. We should think outside the box somewhat. And I buy in with his ideas somewhat. So I'm very impressed. To be honest, I'm very impressed.
yeah. To be honest, same here with myself. Because my get some qualities you have man do could see the normal Gambian when it comes to Kohaman, he embraces the challenge. Local like he's very much into it. It's not just about the lahuante you know the nubuante. He's very open in his ideas, and yeah, of course that is how it's supposed to be, especially when you are running for a very public office like that. So I was very impressed with him, and I like the policies that he put in place, that he planned to do rather, especially when it comes to how he planned to develop youth football, how he planned to make every sector of football very important, very vital, and also how the plans that he set to make sure that confidence is kind of restored in the Gambia. Everybody knows that the confidence of the Gambian people or and the stakeholders generally is very low when it comes to football in the Gambia. Even though you get progress in terms of we achieved something huge in the last few in the last couple of years, which is the biggest achievement in Gambian football. But still, people were not happy with the GFF. The leagues are still going. They are regressing instead of progressing up. Nga whole suñ local leagues like nawetans and things like that. You know, of course, COVID hit na Gambia, you know, but you know that excuse that you body. But hopefully, we will see some changes, and I am quite confident in him if he has the position and he can do some job there. I have a quite a bit of confidence on him now after having a discussion with him.
Okay.
Yeah, guys. Don't forget this is the Gambia Football Show, and today we had a very important guest, Sadi Bukabaso. He was here, but now we will proceed into discussing about our own stuff, which we usually do in a weekly basis. Look at Gambian football news, and then look at the Gambia football leagues, what is going on there, as well as looking at our foreign-based players if there are any players. Because right now, European football season, you know, on a break, so not much on that regard. But first, we will start by looking at the last game that Gambia played against Congo. It was a game which xam nga demeewuñ fa ñu ko bëggee woon because last week ñu ngi fi woon ñu ngi wax about tactics yi coach beeg yooyu noonu about line up am beeg yooyu noonu but uh yeah, the Congo game, we lost the game 1-0, and it was not like a loss where you will say it was a good loss. I mean, like, you can lose a football game, but you have to lose in the right way. And the way we lose that game, it was not in the right way. What is your impression on the game Gambia versus Congo?
Chama, as many Gambians, I was also very disappointed. But we saw it coming, Chama. What of last time? The way we
Yeah,
are playing, understand nga, very soon nañ stumble. Te nekkul luñ ine suñ dëkk bi or any other person, but reality bi la ñoo wax rek
yeah.
because Tom the whole understanding we are no more underdogs. Underdog. Come on. Are you underdogs, dogs?
Badu.
Let's be realistic. Yeah, you can see what it meant for Congo. Understand? Congo being a bigger nation than the Gambia. They were celebrating like they've just beaten Senegal after the
Mhm.
game. The fans we are glad. We are all celebrating likewise the players and the technical staff. That shows you that no team takes Gambia lightly again.
Yeah.
So Tom should also think like that. That Gambia is no more a team that other countries will say, ah, team Mundawala, dañoo naxante ñoom.
Yeah.
Understand? We need to progress. Let us not live in the past. The past, understand now. He came in a country whereby we have considered so many goals, no qualify, how much goals, buddy. So he came with a defensive approach, which I supported and accepted
At the time.
at the time. But right now, we need to progress.
Yeah.
Understand? We have the materials, we have the talents, and I think the confidence is also there. So, mom time being a coach, you should try to adapt.
Yeah.
You don't understand playing against a team like South Sudan, playing seven defensive players in the field of football, in the field
Yeah.
of play at home, Chama. That's unacceptable. Coming again against Congo, whose best player I think is playing in Slovakia,
Mhm.
Chama. You are playing with the same team, the same approach. And the saddest thing why the players that most of the players that you are playing, they don't have the minutes.
Yeah.
Chama. Players like Suleiman Mal, we have no doubt in his quality. Ibrahim Dabo, we have no doubt in his quality. But come on, Ibrahim Dabo played only 64 minutes the whole league game, league match, league minutes the whole season.
Mm.
Suleiman Mal played only 1 minute league game. Chama, foog mu feeñ foog mu feeñ understand so toog dafa talk refresh at xam understand nga trying you know what this is not working anymore because things yi naan nañ ma going forward we need to attack but we need to attack cautiously understand nga so you can attack and still defend Chama so I think he needs to work on his tactic and improve his tactic and try to communicate more with his technical side especially with Alhaji Sarr.
Yeah.
Parce que the way I see him neglecting him was gis naa ko in chess against South Sudan. Like Sarr mu ñëw di wax ak moom Tom faalewu ko Tom went on to call on Cho who is not a license holder ku xam ne man sax maa ko ëppale kayit
Yeah.
mu wax ak moom loolu lay wax ak moom like he's the team manager like Sarr is Assane coach talk to like Sarr he knows the boys most of the boys that you are seeing there coach na leen he knows football he's the most decorated Gambian coach that we have.
Yeah.
So all those things somewhat we have to put it in place somewhat. They have to work collectively because it should be a collective ambition going forward now. Yeah.
Yeah.
But we have already disappointed.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Yang laal affaire yi line up beeg yooyu noonu so line up bi lii la sampoon ñu nag South Sudan yaa ngi wax affaire defensive players yi we played Baboucarr Gueye of course in goal and then we had James Gomez again at right back and in center back we had nakala Timba Boubacar Sane ak Omar Kodou the captain and left back we have Ibrahima nakala Ibu Touré. And in the middle, we have two midfielders who, like you say, they are lacking minutes. Ibrahim Dabo and Suleiman Mar. And then you have Yusufa Bob. He was also part of the midfield three. And then up top we have Lakabaro and Jamano on the other side. And then Asan Sise up top. But game we go set coach. It was a very difficult game for the Gambia. We only had one shot. Of course, Congo too themselves, they had one shot on target, and that was their goal. But they had 10 shots compared to our 3 shots. And they had 49% possession, and we have 51% possession. So possession it was almost 50-50. So we kind of a little bit had the edge there. But in terms of chances created in the game, 3 shots, like I say, Asan Cisse 1 shot la Momo am the only shot on target, and that shot on target, Kuko gis hamne shot boobu noonu Asan sax xam na ne foofu noonu dina try lu nekk foofu noonu góor bu ñu fa bitee foofu noonu it's gonna be difficult. So the fact he was frustrated in the end. So lu mu am rek jël façon yooyu noonu la Asan si situation boobu la toon because they did not create anything for him in that game. So lu mu am mu jël shot boobu noonu in that situation. So the problem we have, like you say, minutes is a big thing. But how do we take our ball from our midfielders or our defenders and move it to our strikers? We have top players. Our top 3 players, you can put them against any team in this in African context. They are very good. They went to the African Cup of Nations. Asan Cisse, yes, he did not score in the African Cup of Nations. He did not have the greatest African Cup of Nations because of the system we played. But you gis ne lu mu nekk def biir Switzerland. 30 goals plus assists la am this season, 30 goal involvement this season, 20 goals, 10 assists. That is more than any player in the Swiss league. Lakabaro, we all know what he can do. Then the African Cup of Nations, he was one of the best players in the African Cup of Nations. We were baffled to not see him in the team of the tournament. Nakaltadi Jamano, kunega hamna. Your Jamano is a star. These 3 players, Gisuma, Africa, they are very good teams, but We can stand with any team, but we need to progress the ball to these players. And coach bi nag dafa mel ni moom loolu mooy problème am. Yow na nga apart from three yooyu noonu all the other players dañ leen nga def leen defender kenn du dem. How can football work that way? Football is about balancing the act, right? You have to balance the defense
Definitely.
and balance the attack. Understand? You have Omar Colley, playing in one of the top leagues in Europe. You have James Gomez, who was one of the best players in our African Cup of Nations team. Why can't you trust these two players? Going forward, why can't you trust them? And then you played against South Sudan, you played against Congo, then you is it the same defensive mindset with 7 defensive minded players. Even Ibu Turesa, do they to kill body? He can do it. He does it sometimes at Salford, but do they to kill body? So you see this it's all about saving the defense lane, the 3 attack lane. Football does not work that way, coach.
Definitely. Dafa daw yaram de. Dafa daw yaram trop. Dafa daw yaram trop. Xam nga. Tom needs to work on his tactics. Understand? As a coach, you have to adapt. Ancelotti, he's a top coach. Cham, we all know. But this man football is advancing. Xam nga. Lu mu def mooy indi doomam bi kooku nekk booram gis nañ success bu mu ko indil xam nga because xam na ne mu doon dee football dafa am lu mu laaj te xëy na moom at his age mënut a demaat down pour def pour delluwaat jàngaat pour mun a adapt loolu waaye lu mu def mooy indi koo xam ne jege na ko kooku nga xam ne dina mun a méngul ak dem ak mun a dee football. So all those things need to be integrate am nga boy comme ma ko waxee rek jànga du wees te tom du mag sax faral mata understand jànga du wees te you have a long way to go xam nga dafa la try to progress xam nga he should be a visionary xam nga dafa daw yaram te caama démb maa ngi woon si benn show Africa Radio ñu ngi doon kii ni Ras Juda mu ngi doon wax lu make sense mu ngi pick nga ti élève bi tom technique te nag beneen élève boo xam ne caama trust mi mun naa do élève bi easily pour ne Gambia the materials are there imaginal caama moom nga lu mu teg nga teg toldu si goal ok nga teg Cuka ak Sirif Siñaan central defenders nga teg Janko Sedi o Noah Sonko son back si benn right back bi nga teg Léon Guara left back mooy nga teg Ibu Adams Hamza Bari ak Moro Pasalamane in the middle nga teg fii Steve teg fii Bambalay teg fii Ali Sow wala nga teg fii Momadou Baro caama loolu beneen team la
ana moo Baro lu ko jot moom he is competing lu xew ñëwut moom it
you don't know xam nga ba pare tamit coach bi dañ ko war a wax mu xam ni moo waxee in public understand nga yow mun loo ñëw di bëgg a jaxase suñ we are all Gambians you have to know that we are all Gambians xam nga bul nangu coach bi ñëw di jaxase ak suñ morom Gambien Moro bul ñëw di wax naa Moro ne ko he doesn't want to play for his country you didn't select him in the 30-man preliminary squad nga ñëwaat 25 oil loo ko nga am injuries the guy is on holiday mu ngi Gambia he's not prepared nga ne mu ñëw join camp bi nga am not ready is that a crime chama
it's not a crime
so why do you have to come in public nga he doesn't want to play for his country he's your player protect him
definitely
manage the situation you were saying that initially with Chalu Kamoso you should know how to manage people how to manage situations how to manage conditions that's also part of ethics in coaching. So there are so many wrongs that we need to put right. Understand? And the federation, no appoint Tom. He should be reporting to the federation if comrade he needs to be he needs to answer certain questions. Why do you select these players? Why were you playing this way? It's part of football, modern day football.
Yeah, you have to answer. You have to answer to somebody at least.
Top clubs, they do that every time. You must come with your report. They ask you, you answer. So we need to change going forward. If not, Sudan go Chama being qualified there. It's very, very poor. With the success we had in the Cup of Nations, we almost stumbled against Chad. You talk. So that's very alarming. With these 2 games, we had a very, very bad performance. We need to improve.
Definitely. Right. Speaking of the performance against Congo, yes, they scored a goal. Makumbu, he scored in the 74th minute. That was about 40-yard shot. And for me, I pin it down to lack of fitness. that goal because it was Suleiman Mar and then Yusufa Bob. Yusufa Bob, maybe he's playing more regularly than the others, but Mohamed, I don't think that I'm not enough fitness wise because he's playing in Serie C. So of course, you will not compare that league to the other leagues that the other players are playing. So, mom, that they both showed signs of lack of fitness, match fitness, or lack of fitness because the goal be num happen. So, key dafa kata naka laa ko waxee dafa kata Suleiman Mar bu mu kataay Suleiman Mar ba pare Suleiman Mar cannot recover from that kata and then his midfield partner which was Yusufa Bob he should have closed the gap on the attacking player but he did not close the gap. He just stood where he was, lifted his hands to try to block him, and then there was that shot. So of course people were blaming the goalkeeper because it was too far, and but no ko here last time be it's not about the goalkeeper there. It was about stopping the play going being a problem. Preventing prevention is better than cure. That could have been easily prevented. That goal could have been easily prevented.
Yeah, comme Chama, xam nga Gambian ñun dañ am that attitude ñun always problème amee ñun dañ jee xool problème bi duñ jee xool source bi te pour nga faj problème o nga wax sa problème foog nga xam source bi nun nga mën a fajee problème boobu noonu understand nga comme ni nga ko waxee góol bi man bii ne góol ki wax xam naa ne kii mun si loolu dara benn dafa li sa gis bool bi ñaareel bi bool dafa bounce kanamam that is sort of Chama bool su bounce sa kanam rek da ngay am problème trust me dafa naxari play moo tax gis loo office players yi léegi loolu lañ commencé even natural grass sax players yi nga gis taxaw 30-40 yards free kick mu try di ko kick on target nga pula la mu make sure mu bounce kanam goal bi because goal bi du ko mën a téye understand nga ida mu duga o mu dajale mu génna gaay ñëw for the second ball xam nga joxe na exemple Buffon against United against PSG Lukaku second goal Buffon dafa ñëw Rashford dafa poussé kick mu bounce kanam boobu dal dina mi génn si Lukaku ñëw rek delloo ko si pause bi so those are techniques players liggéey dañ ko dee jànga xam nga comme ko def mu ngi evolve players yi ngay jànga naka la ñoo weakness yi goalkeeper si ak defender yi so ñoom tamit noonu la war a amee pour upgrade tamit so all those things yëpp xam nga dañ nag di nit pour jànga pour gën a defend gën a waxtaan gën a diisoo xam nga mu tax Tom dafa war a am pour wax bu baax a baax ak players yi xam nga léegi bu demee space sa final taat Chama foofu war la fa amee dara.
Yeah, definitely it was too easy for me to yeah, that goal was too easy, but yeah mooy loolu daal. So we lost the game and now Mali ñoom gars yi win nañ seen game bi against South Sudan 3-1. So it means Mali are still on top. They have 6 points now, and we and Congo are on the same number of points. Of course, we are ahead of them on goal difference because they considered 4 against Mali. But it's gonna be very tough because top 2 ñooy qualify si group bi ñoom am nañ seen first win against ñun. Of course, Mali la guy lost to. The Mali, we know they are the heavyweights in that group. They could, just beat everybody in that group. So it's gonna be left to these 3 teams that are left there to see who is having the upper hand. And as it stands, I would say Congo ñoo nekk angum si suñ eewul rek dinañ am problème de duñ dem si African Cup of Nations mi de comme na ko waxee narus lu de last year lu ñu def si African Cup of Nations mi wool bi yëpp di ñu toog waxantoo ñu ñëw next year ana Gambia kenn déggaatul Gambia booy loolu dafa bon de.
dafa ñaaw Chama dafa ñaaw te Mali daal dëgg du ise ñun de du ise ñun tey taxi su dee plane ko home sax fa gën a métti ñun parce que suñu demee Sénégal ñun dañuy fa uppa na la ko garanti
ñoom dixième la di ñoo am ni dixième distance la ñoo jël pour ñu dem fa ndax du
waaw te ñoom ñu ñëw fa Sénégal sax Mali ñu ñëw fa Sénégal
dégguloo loolu
Mali ñëw Sénégal they are too much xam nga so du easy ak ñun de du easy ak ñun dara ba pare xam nga Chama ñun de yàlla ñu we are unfortunate ne suñ coach bi xam nga he's a reaction coach not an action coach understand nga loolu tamit ñëpp lu mu war a improve la Tom always react to situations no be the main man be on the driving seat,
especially when you are playing against Congo and South Sudan. You have to do with that.
Make things happen. Come on, that's crazy, you know. But we hope gonna change.
loolu laa def de after game bi bu suñ game bi jeexee bu ma gisee line up bi ma su fekkee ne ñun dañoo play ak South Sudan ak Congo di play with 7 defensive players xanaa su ñoo play Mali boobu 9 lañ koo def ñu def benn striker foofu noonu ak goalkeeper bi
dafa ne ko Cameroon de.
loolu foofu la ñoo demaat this is so difficult since Cameroon Gambia gi am game buñ kontaanee depuis buñ scorer goal boobu noonu ñu nag Guinée goal bu ñëw waxantoo dëkk bu ñëw waxantoo fii nii yëpp depuis bés boobu lañ gën a am dara lu baax lañ gën a am dara lu baax. It's crazy but ne ñu move si suñ local league si FF Cup bi mi ngi ongoing. Of course they played the 8 games last week and these were the results of the last 8 games. So all the round 32 games have been played and there were some shocking results, coach. Medical against waa Banjul Medical ñu dóor waa Banjul boobu is a shock but that's not the biggest one. Bombada ñu ñàkk against Gamtel boobu is understandable. Talindi United ak Elite United win on penalties. Jam City beat Real de Banjul. Jam City are second to last in the second division. Real de Banjul are the second in the first division. Gars yi dóor leen. Gars yi move to third exactly. Okay then nga gisaat Diba Oil ak Hawks. Diba Oil dóor Hawks Diba Oil ñu ngi mid table si second division bi Hawks ñoo nekk top of the table right now ñu ngi wax ak seen forme métti boobu noonu Diba Oil génne but Cardiff United ñoom ñu dóor Greater Tomorrow on penalties 1-1 la gaa drawee. GPA dóor PSV Wellingara 1-0 understandable ak last one result bii nii BK Milan against Red Hawks of course BK Milan ñoom ñu ma nekk second division bi but Red Hawks ñu ngi struggle but yéen a ngi si forme nag tey 4-0 yéen a am the biggest result si bi what happened coach yéen foo leen jëlee lii.
Caam bul ñu catu lala bon waaw Caam man moom yaakaar naa di la ko wax xam nga dafa jël time rek bot ñun nañ delluwaat suñu war a dellu xam nga parce que naa la ñun we build a new team xale yu ndaw fa nekk so it always take time although jël na time ma expect woon loolu la moo jël it went beyond that xam nga but nonetheless xam nga it's rather than late than never.
Yeah, better late than never, exactly.
Better late than never. So, mooy loolu. Gis nañ ne this is the beauty of the FF Cup. Xam nga knockout la. So, as a small team, it's easier to play with a big team because you just have to play a 90-minute game.
Yeah.
Understand? Just try and contain them for 90 minutes. Then, if you go to play on this, you can win easily. Ku nekk mën na ko win. Si win 90 minutes tamit, if you have your shape and your structure right, you can just hit teams on the counter. So it's not difficult. But it's nice and it's very good seeing big teams being battered by small teams. Or should I say top league teams, 4th division team being beaten by the 2nd division team. Although results the Royal Hawks but come on, it's the beauty of the game. So
but that was a thriller, nice right? 3-2 game. Did you watch the game?
No, I didn't watch it, but it was in song. But I was following the scores. It was like 2-0. Diba Oil just before halftime. Hawks scored with 2-1. Then Hawks equalized with 2-2. Hang on, I became dañoo agale show bi. Ma gisaat 3-2. Ma ne wow.
Yeah, that was a big one. Real de Banjul tam Jam City boy. Tell me about that one. Real luñ nelaw. Lu xew Real Madrid. Real ñu ngi doon walk away with league bi. They were at the top, very comfortable. All of a sudden, guy lose for me. What happened?
Dañuy yëgal butéel yi Caama. maa dem suma paa mu yëgal butéel.
Baax na daal. So kañ la ngay war a def draw bi xamuloo kañ la ngay def second round 16 draw bi.
I don't know.
So hopefully next week maybe nañ si am dara suñ si xamee dara we will bring it on to the Gambia football show.
Communication is very very poor.
It's very poor. Yeah. loolu moom ñu ñëpp xam nañ loolu moom mooy loolu. But next you check suñ female league si so of course first division and second division league bi did not go ahead because of the cups which is going on. So now we will just look at the first and second division results and some of the fixtures that will be held today. But first, we look at first division B. City Girls, ñu ngi doon play against Birkama United 1-1 la gaay demee. Immigration gaay lost against Bere Wileng ñoom tam ñu ngi over jël doole 2-1 la gaay win. So soo xoolee table bi Red Scorpions ñu ngi war a play Abuko United today and GAF ñu war a play GPF Gambia Police Force today. but so the table bi like am Red Scorpions at the top, and then am GPF Gambia Police Force, and Berawuleng top 3. Berawuleng they are doing really well, coach.
Suma team bi chama they was a team bi ko chess suma team wala ko suma team
Berawuleng yeah wax nga ma loolu gay ñoom ñu
ya
organize ya.
ñi organize waaw suma gars yi ñoo organize
That's nice. So when I say bottom
ñoo
three,
organize
you have Abuko United, Birkama United Women, and Immigration FC. So those are the bottom 3. You say second division, the future be future bi ñu ngi door fo ñi gas 3-1 sa gaay ñoo tam sa gaay lañ de bu la mela ko wax de fo ñi gas ñu ngeen doorati de gaay yeah Joswang United guy Joswang United at the top of the table they won against Young Icons 2-0 Koita 2 Lower Nyomi 1 and today we have Presence to play Greater Tomorrow Kintes to play Rap Team. So those are the games and the table Joswang United at the top Koita number 2 and Future be number 3 the bottom 3 Rap Team Phony Girls and Young Icons. Those are the 3. Young Icons, yung boy na win like among season. Gonna struggle. Yeah. So that's it. Coach, I think tell let any foreign based players you make at the play because leagues yangi break you know. But there are still some games going on. In something like in the Korean leagues, Modu Baro, you know. But international week mo fi nekk tamit so I would believe ne Korea sax gars yi stop ñoom tamit but yeah am na keneen tam ku ma bëggoon a mention de last time nga ko mention on Ba Alexander Ba he is a Gambian his dad is a Gambian of course he's not a Gambian but he plays for Denmark he just signed for Benfica which is a huge club yaa ngi ko gis ni moom ak Rui Costa nga tay moom si top noji gars yi li fi nii la 8 million la ko gars yi signé he's a right back ñu ngi struggle for a right back right now si suñu squad bi ba ñëw play ay centre back Tom di play ay centre back foofu noonu so moom nag player ngu Denmark seen first team bi any competitive game he played 3 friendly games I believe so there is still a chance but it's very slim I don't think it will happen am nga yaakaar foofu
Chama the way ñoo play xam nga ak the way ñoo treaté suñ players yi xam nga the way we are disorganized dafa difficult pour ñu attract such players because xam nga ñii they are used to the European way of organization. When I play with organization, the way they organize themselves, everything is done on time. Xam nga lu ñu leen wax loolu ñoo def the promises xam nga and also the vision because it's not only football is a project. Chama everything now is a project. Xam nga there should be a long term and short term goals. So ñoom tamit before they come in, you have to explain, tell them, show them the project. Based on the progress, where you were at and where you are now and where we are expecting you to be in the future. Understand? So all those things that need to be put in place. So we have a lot of work to do on that level. From the federation down to the from the government to the federation down to the coaches and his technical side. It's very, very we have a very, very good, very big task ahead of us. Being a Gambian is not difficult. Come like Lakaboro, they are born and raised here, so whatever they do, they will do for the love of the country. But people in Gambian, they don't know anything about Gambia. They have no interest in Gambia. Understand? What they want is to play football. So to bring them, attract them, let them communicate. I'm not chance to play Sweden. We're playing for. I'm not chance to play. It's in Norway or Belgium. Denmark. Play Denmark. Imagine Danish players. They are not many in top leagues. So if you have a Danish player playing regularly in Benfica, come on, Chama, go for sure. Then go Nyaga. Because what he can get in Denmark, in Gambia.
They have no nickname. Gambia nickname
is Gambia. Well, he's from Sintet. He's from Foni.
Yeah.
Foni is Sintet. So they were improve swing status, improve swing going forward. It's very, very important.
It's very important.
Chama. They were Chama.
Come no suñ bëggee gestu rek ñu gestu Senegal. Senegal seen team be set up right now. How many players? Of course, they are Senegalese descent, but most of them they are not born in Senegal. 50% of the Senegal team here from Negani. You guys every time guy get you. Just recently they have somebody half caste bu yow naka tuda naka Njaay la.
Iliman Njaay suma star bi ko acca ko yaga na la wa.
Wa Sefu United.
Mune mo fa say skills.
Wow, exactly. kooku juróowu Sénégal di kooku half Sénégalais la waaye kooku gis nga ne kii but they are attracting these players. So this should be one of the goals that we have at the FA level. So I mean, so system be right here. It is easy to attract them because there is something in them. Understand? Right? Even same parents is they feel them okay. So me for there is a prospect. But there is no prospect. Why will I send my dom to make a man Gambian? That's what my dom fini, for example. Why will I send him to Gambia to play for Gambia just because I love Gambia? But there is no prospect there. So you have to look at that. So we have to create that environment so that Kuneka su hole and now okay, yeah, I can go there and there is a chance or there I can still be somebody by playing for Gambia. But lol mo fa neko,
Yeah.
no ko he.
Neko fa xam nga ba pare xam nga da nga gis ne like comme soo xoolee track record bi rek da nga give up because da nga gis ne place like Ibou Touré am na time soo gisee moom mu bañoon di ñëw because of si lu nga clown si lu ma déggal ñu ne dañ ko dee wax ne ko yow koo xam ne amul team da ngaa dem son team moo lay teg bañ yaa ngi play week in week out understand nga so all those things yooyu yëpp li ñu war a bàyyi xel la we have to raise the bar
Definitely.
as a coach Suleiman Mar xam naa how important you are for the team I know how good you are okay how to call it Ibrahima Dabo likewise ñeneen ñi nga amuñ playing time léegi fine mun naa la accommodate something you're not playing for your team in the first team but go and play in the second team. Try and have some minutes on your leg. Understand that? You see this guy, how to call it, Namples Mendy.
Yeah.
He only played 44 minutes for the Cup Nation for Leicester.
Yeah.
And that was a cup game. But he was training on his own, doing extra training and also playing in the Leicester reserve team.
Yeah, Premier League 2.
When he came to the Cup Nation, he was one of the best players in the tournament. Like Anamu, when he went back, he was playing every game for Leicester. He was starting every game for Leicester. You have to work harder to get where you want to be.
Definitely.
Understand? But you're doing play and relax, talk like that. Come on. That's why you get for talk.
Because when I Gambia, my place. When I coach, my place. My play with my size.
Hey, I'm not a chamatay. Since you got team based on merit, based on minutes.
Yeah.
Okay. Come to lose on sir. Even with the bad tactics, sir.
Yeah.
Listen, we do better simum. Because now more defend Bopam. Okay, anyway, we're fine. We lose the game, because we play the right players with minutes, but unfortunately we couldn't make it. Number defend Bopam.
Yeah.
But with this kind of things, bring players with only one minute league play in league game, 64 minutes. They have over 3,000 minutes, 2,000 minutes.
It's not justice at all.
How can you justify that, bro? It's crazy, you know.
It's crazy, boy. It's crazy. Why Tom mom suñu jappé affaire am nga xam mo ba du jeex man gëna na ci mom xam nga man mako da nekk fi diko defend and do ak yow ñoko fi daan defend sax.
Defend.
Yeah, exactly. Xam nga but luma gis ci last few games ci lu nekk di def xam nga comme nu ma ko waxee rek you can lose but you have to lose in a way. You don't just lose a football game. Understand? Yéen Manchester United fan naa fi dugal Manchester tuuti bu Manchester doon loos fii nii loos yu bon yooyu noonu dafa métti fan Manchester United because you can lose but even Manchester United at the level they are at people can accept losses but it has to be a way to accept it. It's not just you nga dem foofu noonu nga dem tëdda sa bopp ñu dóor la wala nga dem foofu noonu nga dem jël sa defenders yi nga dem xam nga there was no amuñ si benn benefit xam nga si loos boobu amuñ si dara luñ see jëlee dara
dañ la dóor yow sabut la was not showing well xam nga comme people are blaming Ragnick but léegi Ragnick expose na lu bari xoolal léegi mu ngi dem Australia look how well they are doing so the problème bi am nga dafa bari we have to see fa la problème bi commencé source bi ñu try ñu faj boobu xam nga waxuñu daxa Tom man if I was a federation understand I will never sack Tom right now. I will consider it.
Yeah.
First of all, what I will do, I will talk to him. Tom, we are the one paying you. Understand? This and this and this and this and this. But this is what we want from you. Results matters, but performance also is as important as results. benn player Cham wax nañu ne he's a national team player du ma oo turam mu nge Tom can get the results but players yi duñ jar te li mu wax dëgg la gis nañ ko ban team moo leen Cup of Nation def lu Gambia def aga fu Gambia aga te Africa Cup of Nation benn player jarut Chama because of the way we were playing was very very poor, wasn't attractive. Fine, we get the results. Now moving forward, then you want to play a better football. So for the reason, then you can play better football. Even so, you don't lose, but make sure that play with people probably appreciate Nenko.
Definitely.
So they won't have moon code. Now against both Mali games. So if you I'm not for 1 point. Lafa Ame. Now that straight away, no waste time. I'll remove you. The next 2 games against Congo and South Sudan. So they are interim coach, sir. Understand? Who will be a Gambian, sir? Matakofa. Then after qualifiers, so they qualify. Understand? You joke out the job, you proceed. So they qualify and you talk at executive level, discuss all avenues. You said going forward, simple. We have to make those big decisions.
Definitely. Coach, why mooy loolu daal Tom daal nu ma ko waxee suñ jàppee waxam du jeex and time ñu ko bëgg a xañ tey I think it is gonna be a very long show because we ngi start ak Kamaso which was a very interesting discussion with him mu wax ñu ideas am yi kii noonu naka la plané pour do all these kind of things naka la plané pour move Gambian football forward. So yeah guys, if you are listening, please consider hitting that subscribe button. Don't forget to do that because it helps the channel grow. And if you like what we do here, please give us a thumbs up. Coach, any final words before you close?
Wow. Anyway, ciao. Did not try you Kaba on the show.
Yeah.
Because the name tell itself. The Gambia football show.
Yeah.
So football Gambia mo ñor. Following Kamaso, following Kaba. Understand nga?
Yeah, definitely.
Football lañ faral. So ñi ngi ñaan tamit Kaba su ñu mëne dimbalé. Understand nga mu grant ñu that interview because tamit ñu tam ñu dégg moom tamit history story ko dégg nañ Kamaso bi.
Yeah.
So mu tam mo ñu dégg bosam pour ñu xam rek ñun nonawuñ ak kenn. Understand nga jaamale ci ak ñëpp every time moo ko fi maa fi daa against GFF waaye dama ko fi dee wax Kaba Bakary Jammeh Ibou Faye they are good people ak ñeneen ci toppa understand nga so liñ against mooy seen administration bi so ñoom tam mën nañu mën a ñëw mu leeral seen bu wane tamit am nga édi si passé defoon nañ li these are the wrongs that we did so dañ ko bëgg correct understand nga so ñoom tam ñu war a ñoom tam ñu woon lan la yan plan sa kay am for the future so ñu ngi ooj daal pour moom tamit suñ ko koolee xam nga mu try respond to our call although lu meet tamit xam nga xam ne dëkk bi ñoo ko soxla ñun dëkk bi lañ fi nekkal xam nga we are the voice of the people.
Yeah, definitely.
So man loolu la lu ma war a caam xam nga.
Yeah, definitely. We will try to do that. We'll try to bring him on the show, and if he honor the call, then we will definitely give him an interview and give him the chance to tell us what the plans are and yeah, you get challenges you guys face like you know. Of course, there is no job without challenges, so we want to know all those kind of things. But guys, again, please hit that like and subscribe button. This was the Gambia Football Show on the Jollof Football Bantaba YouTube channel. So guys, we will give you another rendezvous next week, next Sunday. Hopefully, Malak we will be together and then we will record the Gambia Football Show again. Coach, they go then.
Okay, bro.